Upon discovering I was the female lead in an aunt's novel, I started hitting the gym like a madwoman. I changed my life motto from stay calm and keep going to brute force works miracles. My adopted sister tried to push me into the water, lol. She couldn't even budge me. My brother tried to snatch my wool shawl, so I chased him for 2 blocks while brandishing a mace. Stop, just stop chasing me. It's just a ragged blanket, have you lost your mind? Bullshit, that was a gift from the Emperor. You'd better run faster. Or yours truly is going to beat you to a pulp today. Later, my adopted sister pretended to be the Crown Prince's savior. The Crown Prince looked at her pitiful, teary-eyed expression and let out a cold laugh. Lin Wanru, with that frail body of yours, come on, why don't you perform for us now? Show us how you allegedly carried me with one hand and chased off assassins for a mile? Look at his weak little frame. He gets out of breath just walking, let alone carrying you. Clear the table, just clear it. My lady, you look pale. Is the food not to your liking? My grandmother prepared a birthday gift for me, only for someone else to intercept it and claim it as their own. Who could be happy with that? Just before the banquet started, Lin Wanru squeezed out 2 tears and sweetened mother into doing exactly what she wanted. She put my birthday gift directly onto her own head. But this is sister's birthday gift. I can't take it, I just wanted to take a look, that's all. Don't worry, Ruer. As long as I am here as your aunt, I will never let you be wronged. Hey, isn't that my birthday gift? Why does everything have to go to Lin Wanru? How can you be so selfish? Thinking only of your own treasures, never willing to care for your helpless, orphan sister. A character as petty as yours, you truly aren't fit to be a sister to her. Good heavens, so whenever she sheds a few crocodile tears, I become the sinner of the entire family, right? Fine. I guess I'm the extra one in this family. In my past life, I lived like such a wimp. If I follow the original script in this life, then I really am the biggest idiot alive. My lady? Wait, don't clear the table yet. Send word to the back kitchen. 1 serving of braised pork knuckle, a large plate of beef with sauce. Take away the bird's nest porridge, and bring over 2 steamers of fresh meat buns. My lady, you usually only eat porridge and light dishes. Why the sudden craving for meat and heavy food today? Your mother will surely lecture you again for being coarse and improper, and losing the dignity of a noble lady. Dignity can't feed you. If I keep worrying about social graces, I won't even be able to keep my life later on. Think big. Forget about being a refined lady who is gentle, virtuous, and yielding. Yours truly surviving is the only truth that matters. Truth. My lady, are you digesting your meal? Or are you deep in thought? A bit of both, I suppose. So, have you figured it out? Not yet, but my mind is already racing. Honestly, I'm not the cool and detached type at all. I'm just pathetic and bad with words. I'm always a step behind in an argument. If I actually had to rely on these backstabbing schemes, 10 of me wouldn't be a match for her. Instead of wasting brain cells on petty schemes, I'd rather focus on some hardcore self-defense. This is what they call stop draining yourself mentally, and start draining others by acting insane. Goodness, the equipment my father left behind is simply the top-tier setup for an ancient gymnasium. This is way better and cheaper than those modern personal training sessions. Miss, it's late at night, why aren't you resting? What are you doing digging around in this rundown warehouse? These lumps of iron are all rusted? Come here.
Catch.
This must weigh at least 50 jin. Miss, how are you able to lift that? When I was 8, at the flower viewing banquet, everyone else was competing to be the most beautiful. I patted my chest and said, if we're going to make a scene, let's make it a big one. I pulled a weeping willow tree right out of the ground on the spot. And then what happened? Then my mother rolled her eyes and fainted right there. As soon as we returned to the manor, she hired 10 etiquette tutors. From then on, it was nothing but light porridge and vegetables every meal. She wouldn't let me touch a single bite of meat. After a dozen years of this, the entire capital considers me a sickly weakling. Then you definitely shouldn't be touching these now, miss. When cousin Lin Wanru steals your jewelry and accessories, at least you can still hide a few pieces. But these scraps of copper and iron? She wouldn't even deign to look at them. I know she wouldn't. It's precisely because she looks down on them that I need to train with them. Why? Wanchen, you remember this for me. Remember what? Being cool and detached is pure bullshit. Only raw power can create miracles. Miss, are you still training? Your father will be back tomorrow. That's perfect. My father is coming back. I'll let him see the results of my training over the last few months. Miss, please don't get too excited and accidentally knock your father down. Don't worry, my father has tough bones. Damn it. It's like a scholar trying to reason with a soldier. There's no point in trying to talk sense into them. Next time Lin Wanru comes and whines in front of me, Lao Ning will let her get a taste of my sandbag-sized fists. My father defeated the Bairong army and returned to the capital in triumph. The table was piled high with captured treasures and rarities. My daughter, I've been campaigning for months. I've brought back plenty of rare items. You choose first. Cousin, you are truly so blessed. So many peerless treasures. I'm so envious, sister. I know that hypocritical look all too well. In my past life, with this very same pitiful expression, she would use 2 or 3 tearful sentences to sweeten me into giving up the treasures I chose. I ended up acting as a mere servant, doing the work for her own benefit. Father, you go on such a long journey, and you only bring back this little bit. Su Qingyan, don't tell me your greed has flared up again. Do you intend to take everything for yourself? Don't be so ugly in your display of gluttony. I want that one. This item looks exactly like the dowry mother prepared for me before she passed. It's just a pity it has been so long since then. I don't know where she went. Ruer suddenly misses mom and dad so much. If that thing were still here, at least it would allow me to see the object and remember the person. Big sister, what kind of decent person gives a mace as a dowry? Ruer, my sister has a delicate constitution. She can't even lift an embroidery needle. So why would anyone prepare such heavy weaponry for her? As a dowry? Yes, I must have seen it wrong just now. I was talking about the item next to it. I didn't expect my cousin to have such unique taste. This isn't a reward. It is the chamber pot of the captured Northern Rong leader. It was his personal daily item. The workers saw its luxurious decoration and sent it along with the rest. Wanru, this pot has exquisite patterns. Take it back and display it in your room every day. It can be considered fulfilling your wish of missing your biological mother. Since you want to see the object and remember the person, it'll give you this pot. Stop crying and sniffling all the time. Anyone who didn't know better would think I died on the battlefield. Thank you, Uncle. I didn't manage to snatch the jewelry, but I snatched a chamber pot. Ah! Look at you. What do you intend to do holding that? You said you wanted to see the object and remember the person? I think you've lost your mind. Lu Wenjin comes from a duke's household. He is handsome in appearance, and countless noble ladies in the capital are infatuated with him. Lin Wanru is hellbent on stealing Su Qingyan's engagement, seizing every opportunity to show off their closeness in front of her. Auntie said these South Sea pearls are rare in this world. Cousin, you've never liked these things, so why don't I wear them every day? That way I won't let Auntie's kind intentions go to waste. Beautiful, truly beautiful. If you like it, then wear it. Sister, look, this design is the latest style of the season. It's enough to show how much young Master Lu cares about me. Achoo. Yes. Fish find fish, shrimp find shrimp, toads find frogs, right? My lady clearly dislikes seeing him. So why is this second miss so oblivious? The next day, Lin Wanru came again. Look, this was made from sweet-scented osmanthus picked by Su Jingheng himself. Eating too much causes acne. Keep it for yourself. Why is she here again? Good heavens, I meant for you to let me off the hook, not for you to let the horses come. 3 times already, is she this persistent? Cousin, young Duke Lu has invited me to go boating again. I truly don't know how to refuse him. Cousin, do you have any way to help me? Refusing him is actually not difficult. Next time, take that pot my father gave you along when he invites you. Plop it right onto his head. Let's see if he ever looks for you again. I am merely trying to have a heart-to-heart with you, sister. Why must you be so obstructive, cousin? Save me, my lady is kindly trying to share with you. How can the eldest miss be so ungrateful? Who do you think you are? How dare you talk to my lady like that? If your mouth doesn't learn to behave, it'll sew it shut. Wait for me, my lady. On the day Lin Wanru was angered and left, Lu Wenjin personally came to visit. Lin Wanru followed right behind him. Brother Wenjin, having heard that I suffered grievances at cousin's place, he specially brought a box of pearls to comfort me. These Eastern pearls are rare. I assume cousin haven't seen them before, so I brought them for her to broaden her horizons. Flaunting the betrothal gift that should have been mine right in front of me? This move is truly something else. Beautiful, beautiful. Cousin, look closely now. Compared to this one, which one has better luster? Would they be better as hairpins or as a full headpiece set? Act 2. Hey, why did you push me? What kind of crazy move is this? I only wanted to show Cousin the pearls. Cousin, she pushed me down. I didn't push her. Su Qingyan, you're bullying Ruer again. If you have a grudge, take it out on me. Why make things difficult for a weak girl? With a heart as narrow as yours, how will you ever manage the Duke's household in the future? It's not Cousin's fault. I just didn't stand steady. It's only natural for Cousin to harbor resentment in her heart. It's all my fault for acting on my own and coming here to share treasures. Good grief, blind, heartless, and a master at framing people. You two living a good life is better than anything. Father should be coming around this time, right? Why don't I put on a show for you too? You're all judging me without knowing the facts and wronging me. I don't want to live anymore. One is blind and heartless. The other is deliberately staging an accident. The three of you should just live together. What's going on? Who is bullying you? Who dares to bully my precious daughter? Get out, all of you. Su Qingyan, just you wait. Let's go. All right, get up, stop pretending. How did you know I was pretending? Hey, you little brat. I am your father. I know what you're up to the moment you twitch your bottom. Stop, that's uncivilized. Just when I was about to complain to my father, Lin Wanru dragged my mother back in. Cousin, why did you steal my Eastern pearls? How could I have given birth to a daughter as shameless as you? Mother says I'm shameless? Then tell me, what have I done that is shameless? You were jealous that Ruer got the Eastern pearls, so you resorted to theft. I committed theft? Did Mother see it with her own eyes? After Ruer left your place, the pearls went missing. Could there be any mistake? Su Qingyan, I truly wish you were not my daughter. Mother, no need to waste words with her. Whether it's true or false, one look will tell. And if they aren't there? I saw it with my own eyes. How could it be false? No wonder. She shoved a bag of pearls into my arms when she fell earlier. So this whole time she was trying to frame me. Good thing I crushed the pearls into powder in advance. Lin Wanru, you are still quite cunning. This is the item you brought. You should recognize it yourself, right? Su Qingyan, why must you be so stubborn? Open it. Ah! How can it be powder? Eastern pearls are clearly round beads. It was clearly you who played these tricks, turning the Eastern pearls into powder. Today you must give an explanation. An explanation? What kind of explanation do you want? Kneel down and apologize to Wanru. And never appear before her again in this lifetime. Then let my spy club give you an explanation. Disrespectful to your elders. Running your mouth without shame. Today I will teach you what rules are. Since reason cannot be understood, then I, Liaoning, also know a thing or two about fisticuffs. Su Qingyan, can't you change that bad temper of yours? Your temper is good? Then can't you just endure it? I cannot change. Can't you just endure it? Sister, she is our mother. How can you speak to mother like that? I haven't even started settling scores with you yet. Loaches dipped in salt water. Do you really think you're some high-class seafood? A toad pretending to be a frog. Ugly to look at and playing dirty tricks. You are merely an adopted daughter picked up by the Su family, yet you are so full of schemes. How about I let you have this position as the legitimate daughter? I have been away from home for years. Is this how you all treat my daughter? You indulge an outsider to bully your own flesh and blood. Is this the household management you pride yourself on? Unable to distinguish black from white and favoring an outsider. You, as a brother, are you even worthy? Wanru has been without parents since she was young. Is it wrong for me to love her a little more? Qingyan, as the daughter of the main wife, you should have a broader heart. Why must you always clash with nonsense? My eldest daughter is the apple of my eye. From now on, without her permission, no one is allowed to enter her courtyard again. The incident of the Eastern pearls spread throughout the capital. My father made up his mind, surrendered most of his military power, and requested a title for me as a county princess. On the day the imperial decree arrived, Lin Wanru cried for 3 whole days. Shen Wanru was so heartbroken she couldn't eat or sleep. guarding her bedside day and night. Ayan was born in the general's mansion. She has everything. Wanru is lonely and helpless. She really needs the status of a county princess to lean on. You led the title of county princess to Wanru. My daughter has been bullied for so many years, and I was completely oblivious to it. Besides, the title was bestowed by His Majesty. Do you think I can just hand it over? It's settled. Everything you've owed her over these years I will make up for bit by bit. And no one is allowed to snatch her things ever again. Young lady, there is an invitation from the Duke's mansion for a flower viewing banquet. The Duke's mansion is holding a flower viewing banquet? You should come with me. Your mother finally came to her senses. A weasel wishing a chicken a happy new year. This banquet is probably a trap laid by Lin Wanru. This fabric is thin and breathable. Cousin, your skin is fair. Wearing this, you will surely be the most eye-catching person there. Sister, this is fabric from the western regions, surely it is. This dress becomes transparent when it gets wet. It was specifically designed to ruin my reputation. Your schemes are so obvious they're hitting me right in the face. Do you think I'll fall for it? These dresses made of this fabric. Let us both have one prepared. Why don't we both wear them today? It would be nice to have a matching sister outfit. This was specifically prepared for cousin. How could I? Wear it, sisterly hearts as one. We can overcome anything, right? If you don't wear it, how could I be embarrassed to wear it alone? On the day of the banquet, the garden of the Duke's mansion was blooming with flowers. Guests were as numerous as clouds. Lin Wanru and I were wearing identical sheer gauze dresses. Walking side by side, we entered the garden. Lu Wenjin was already waiting at the entrance. Qingyan, it was my misunderstanding last time. Today I specifically begged my mother to host this banquet, to make amends to you. Brother Wenjin, you must take good care of cousin today. She hasn't left her house for this banquet. She's been secretly dressing up for days. I was just training in the courtyard, which also counts as meticulously dressing up. A woman standing relies on gentleness and tolerance. You are so sharp-tongued. If you enter the Duke's mansion in the future, how will you handle the household affairs? To sit firmly as the mistress of the Duke's mansion, you cannot be narrow-minded. You have grown a little recently. Lu Wenjin. You who couldn't even handle a simple gift of pearls. Where do you get the confidence to teach me how to be a mistress? Acting so high and mighty, more than your official rank. Those who don't know might think you actually have some ability. If you don't want to continue this engagement, speak up early. I don't necessarily have to marry you. With this sharp tongue of yours, if only it were half as effective as my fists in my past life, would I have starved to death? Halfway through the banquet, guests wandered around the garden. Lin Wanru had already dismissed my maid and dragged me toward the lotus pond. Su Qingyan, you only won once. Do you really think you can suppress me? Suppress you? You aren't livestock. Why would I want to suppress you? Anything that belongs to me. Don't even think about snatching any of it. You go down there. Just that, and you're pushing me? Are you too old to even push a wheelchair? Water splashed everywhere. The lotus flowers in the pond were knocked crooked. The water wasn't deep, but the silt was thick. Lin Wanru struggled in the water trying to stand up, but her feet were stuck deep in the mud. She looks utterly pathetic. Isn't that Lin Wanru from the Lin family? How did she fall into the water? I heard she has been constantly hanging around County Princess Su Qingyan lately. I'm afraid she must have provoked someone she shouldn't have. Just at this moment, a thin, wretched figure darted out from behind the willow tree on the bank. He dove headfirst into the water and swam toward Lin Wanru. That man is Hu San, a hoodlum Lin Wanru had bribed in advance. The original plan was that, after I fell into the water,
he would jump in to save me,
taking the opportunity to tear my clothes and ruin my reputation. But now, it is Lin Wanru who has fallen in herself. Since Hu San had already made the leap, he had no choice but to bite the bullet and keep acting. Don't touch me. Brother Jing, save me. Ooh. Forget it. Saving a life is better than building a 7-story pagoda. Wait, she's been soaking in the water for quite a while now. And only now does Lu Wenjin arrive to save her. Su Qingyan, why didn't you protect Wanru? It was my cousin. Cousin pushed me. She's lying through her teeth now without even a second thought. Just blathering nonsense as she pleases. How shameful, falling into the water in public and losing all face. How will Miss Ling be able to hold her head high from now on? I'm afraid that position of county princess, which she barely got her hands on, won't be hers for long. I have failed to teach my daughter well, and I have indulged my own child in bullying Wanru. Today, in front of everyone here, I will give Wanru justice. From this day forward, Lin Wanru shall be the second young lady of the Su family. The marriage contract between Su Qingyan and the young Duke Lu will be fulfilled by Wanru instead. Their scheme is so obvious that I could hear the abacus clicking from 3 meters away. If it were me who had fallen into the water today, my reputation would be completely ruined. And naturally, I wouldn't be worthy of marrying into the Duke's mansion. But now that you are the one who fell, you turn the tables on me, forcing me to give up the marriage. Either way, you don't lose a thing. Your heart is viciously calculating. Everyone, why don't you take a look at your palms? Since when did my palms get covered in this gold powder? Mine too. This flower is called the golden silk hydrangea. The petals are covered in fine gold powder. It stains upon contact, and it doesn't wash off in water. It was meant to be a tribute material for making rouge. I brought it today, intending for everyone to enjoy it. But I never expected it to serve as a witness to a brilliantly staged setup. There are 2 clear gold palm prints on my gauze dress, with the fingers distinctly visible. They were left behind when the second young lady used all her might to push me just now. If I were the one who pushed her into the water, then everyone might as well check if there is gold powder on the second young lady's back. So the full story should be clear to you all now. Anyone with a sense of reason can see the truth, right? Everyone in the garden touched the golden silk hydrangea, so getting gold powder on your hands is no surprise. But only the person who pushed someone would leave that gold powder on another person's back. It wasn't me. It is obvious who pushed her. Everyone, don't be deceived by her one-sided story. My back has practically become a counterfeit detector. And you are still here trying to argue? This. Is it really as Qingyan says? The evidence is right here. Mother, if you still don't believe it, then it's because you simply don't want to. Auntie, don't you believe me either?
Aunt.
My father doesn't acknowledge me. The evidence points to me. And I, Wanru, cannot argue my case. Better to just die and end it all. Wanru, what foolish thing are you doing? Aunt is here. No one is allowed to touch you. How many times is she going to use this same old trick? Wanru was saved by the young duke in public. The physical contact has caused a loss of decency. This marriage must go through. I agree. I do not agree. My heart belongs to Qingyan, and I will never marry another. Impossible, you clearly said before that Su Qingyan was dull and boring, not like me who is innocent and lively. You indulged me every time I snatched her favorite things, and even brought the bride price gifts to coax me. You clearly had already grown tired of her. Never marry another? Are you just pitying her? I just felt that Qingyan didn't care about me at all, and I wanted her to look at me more. Young Master Lu, you sure know how to talk. If it weren't for the golden silk hydrangea as evidence today, would you be going around telling everyone I was vicious and jealous and unworthy of being your Jiyu family's mistress? That's not true. I have liked you since we were small. You know that. Your liking is too heavy. I have sloped shoulders and can't bear the weight. It's just that the second young lady's scheme was exposed by me today, causing you both to lose face and dignity, which is why you're saying this now, isn't it? If it were me who fell into the water today, would Mother have stood up for me to seek justice? Is this the treatment I deserve, as the legitimate eldest daughter of the Duke's mansion? Forget it. The moment I asked that question, I already knew the answer. After leaving the Duke's mansion, I moved straight into the county princess's estate. The courtyard isn't as big as the general's mansion, but it's quiet. A spiked club is more useful than a door god. Once you place it at the gate, those snoops all walk around it. As long as it's more useful than a door god, that's enough. A door god still needs offerings and incense. This thing just needs to be left there. Let them look. They won't be able to steal anything anyway. Su Zhenyu learned about the whole situation. He sat in his study for an entire night. When he emerged at dawn, his beard had turned white by several strands. He had written a letter of separation. With father away, is this how you manage the household? Everyone is busy catering to this outsider. But Ruer is just an orphan. You are befuddled. He nearly emptied the entire family fortune. He took most of the property in the residence, and everything Lin Wanru snatched from my hands, sending them all over together. Those were mine, given to me by my aunt. What right do you have to take them away? Those were originally my daughter's things. Are you really feeling that distressed just from returning what was hers? When you snatched them from her hands back then, did you ever consider how she felt? Just as the items were delivered to my residence, he arrived with a swaggering air. Open the door! Open the door! Young master, Please keep your voice down. The young lady is currently resting. Be careful not to disturb her. Sleeping in the middle of the day? Open the door and let me in. Sukingyan, that white fox fur cloak is thick and warm. Now that you are a noble county princess, with silks and satins beyond count, why not give it to Ruler to keep her from the cold? Consider it as you being a good sister. You really are quite the devoted brother. But you only ever think of that adopted sister of yours. What about me, your own sister? Am I not worth a thought? Sukingyan, you still have the nerve to speak? If it wasn't for your father, why would he have sent all of Ruler's things here? Besides, your fiery temper is not suitable for clothes of such delicate colors. A fiery temper, you say? Then today let me show you just how fiery my temper truly is. What are you trying to do? What do you think I'm doing? Yours truly is going to loosen your muscles for you today. Back at the Duke's estate, you are always targeting me. Now that you have come to my residence, I shall properly entertain you, my dear brother. Stop chasing me, stop chasing me. It's just a worn-out blanket. Are you insane? Bullshit, that was a gift from the Emperor. You'd better run faster. Otherwise yours truly will beat you to death today. In the blink of an eye, the autumn hunt arrived. The hunting grounds on the outskirts of the capital were vast and boundless. Banners fluttered in the wind. I rode my horse along the stream for a while. Ahead the sound of water gurgled. Suddenly I saw someone collapsed on the crystals by the stream, dressed in fine brocade robes, with jade ornaments hanging from the waist, their face pale, motionless. It was none other than Crown Prince Yao Jingyan. No response. Can't wake up, huh? Then I won't be polite. How bold! Who are you? Your Highness, you're awake? Look clearly at my face and remember it. I hadn't even finished speaking when his head tilted to the side, and he passed out again. Wait, I hit him too hard. He fainted again. Whatever, as long as I was the first person he saw. Little girl, it's your bad luck to run into us. Hope you're reborn into a better life in the next one. We hadn't even exchanged 2 moves, yet they were all staring at me, with eyes full of disbelief. 500 swings of the spiked mace every day. Did you think I was just playing around? Come, let me increase the intensity for you all. Ah! 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 I can't leave any witnesses alive. If he goes out and says I knocked the crown prince unconscious, my whole family will be doomed. Zhao Jingyan woke up amidst the jolting movement. Through his daze he saw a face, slightly flushed from running, a slender figure carrying him and sprinting wildly, and the blood-stained mace on her shoulder, swinging back and forth. Who are you? Why are you carrying me? The assassins are coming. I'll take you to safety first. You. Did you hit me? Your Highness, your eyes must be deceiving you. My face still stings even now. And how does it look a bit like yours? Also, why are you carrying the prince and running? Who are you? Why are you here? You remember the pain but not the gratitude, do you? Then I might as well knock you out again to save the trouble. Run. Why aren't you running anymore? You gave me quite a chase. Are you a monster? How are you faster carrying a person than I am running empty-handed? The roles have been reversed. If the enemy can come, so can I? I return those words to you. Hope you're reborn into a better life. You, what are you doing? Say goodnight to this world. I'll put the crown prince back where he was, and then I'll be off. The news of the crown prince being ambushed during the autumn hunt spread across the capital. In tea houses, taverns, and embroidery shops, everyone was talking about the same thing. The crown prince was saved by a mysterious woman. The assassination attempt failed. The emperor was furious. The whole city was searching for his savior. Please, I hope he doesn't remember the 2 slaps I gave him. Young lady, it's spread everywhere outside. They found the crown prince's savior. Who? It's all over the city. It's Lin Wanru who saved the crown prince. As soon as the news reached the estate, Su Jingheng arrived. This time, he didn't dare enter. He stood 30 feet outside the main gate. Su Qingyan, Ruer saved the crown prince. The crown prince is grateful for her kindness and is hosting a banquet to express his thanks. The Su family will soon have a crown princess. Here is the invitation. Come if you want, or don't. Young lady, the young master dropped the invitation and left. The inertia of this plot is impossible to shake off. I personally slapped the crown prince awake, cleared the faces, and killed the assassins. Yet she can still steal the credit? Fine, you take it. I want to see how you plan to finish this lie. On the day of the palace banquet, the Eastern Palace was brightly lit. Wine flowed and guests mingled. She sat in the center of the guest seats, adored by everyone like stars around the moon. All around her were sounds of flattery and praise. Ever since the flower banquet, the noblewomen of the capital had one by one distanced themselves from her. He was cold and distant toward her, and others no longer favored her in everything. She desperately needed a chance to make a comeback. And the title of the crown prince's savior, Miss Lin. It must have been truly difficult to save the crown prince that day. I wonder how it happened. Could you tell us about it? Your subject didn't think much at the time. Seeing His Highness in grave danger, I rushed forward and used a little trick to repel the assassins and save His Highness's life. Speaking of that day, I still feel a bit afraid thinking about it now. Your subject didn't think much at the time. Just seeing His Highness in grave danger, I felt anxious and rushed up. His Highness was unconscious, and I used a little trick to barely repel the assassins. What a courageous and remarkable woman! The red marks on her face had mostly faded, but there were still faint bruises on her cheeks. Lin Wanru? Your Highness? Your subject is here. Come, show us now. With that small frame of yours, how exactly did you carry the prince with one hand and chase the assassins for 2 miles? The blood drained from Lin Wanru's face instantly. Her lips twitched twice, and her fingers gripped the skirt on her knees, her fingertips turning white. It was just that I was too panicked at the time, and the details are a bit blurry. Zhao Jingyan leaned back in his chair, tapping his knuckles on the armrest twice. He didn't look at her again. His gaze passed through the crowd and fell on me. Then, he stood up. The entire hall was shocked. Zhao Jingyan walked down the steps, passed through the crowd, and walked step by step right in front of me. It's over, it's over, it's over. He recognized me? How did he recognize me? Didn't I run fast enough that day? When I woke up, I truly couldn't remember the assassin's face. But someone took advantage of my unconsciousness to slap me twice. And I clearly remember a pair of particularly strong hands carrying me for several miles. The strength of those hands. None of the powdered young ladies in this room could ever feign that. Eldest Miss Su. I presume that person was you. It was your subject. At that time, your Highness was unconscious. I called out twice, but received no response. So in my anxiety, I acted. Your subject is a martial artist, so my hands are a bit heavy. I hope your Highness forgives me. So you use slaps to wake a person up? It was your subject's first time saving someone. I had no experience. Su Qingyan, for your meritorious service in saving the imperial carriage. What reward do you want? As long as I can provide it, I shall grant it all to you. The position of crown princess is also an option, if eldest Miss Su doesn't mind. Your subject is merely a martial official. I am not suited to manage the Eastern Palace. I humbly request that your Highness allows your subject to participate in the selection for the imperial martial examination. Your subject wishes to follow in my father's footsteps, to defend the borders of the country, to be loyal to the nation, and I would die without regret. The hall went completely silent. The officials were stunned, all lifting their eyes to look at me standing below the steps. The entire hall was filled with expressions of disbelief. Su Qingyan, do you know what you are saying? A woman attending the martial examinations for the martial top scholar? In 100 years since the founding of the dynasty, there has never been such a precedent. As the legitimate daughter of a noble family, you have a stable future ahead. Entering the Eastern Palace as a consort is an honor others could only dream of. A smooth and easy life, without worries for the rest of your days. The battlefield is perilous. Swords have no eyes. Ruthless conquest and warfare has never been a path for a woman. Why would you forsake a stable and glorious life to gamble on a life or death situation? I cherish your character, and do not wish to see you put yourself in danger or suffer in vain. What your Highness says is true. Miss Su, please don't be impulsive. That's right. Your Highness's favor. Your subject keeps it in her heart. However, worldly peace does not come out of thin air. My father has guarded the borders for decades, bathing in the blood of the battlefield, winning victory after victory. Only then could he trade for the peace of the people. The tranquility of the court, the finery of the boudoir, the luxury of the Eastern Palace. They are too soft. They have never been the destination I desired. Your subject wishes to follow in my father's footsteps, to discard my makeup and don armor, to defend the land, to be loyal to the nation, and die without regret. I do not seek the peace of the deep palace. I only seek to ride forth to strike down the invaders, and upon dismounting, guard the mountains and rivers. I implore your highness to grant my wish, to ride forth to strike down the invaders, and upon dismounting, guard the mountains and rivers. Granted, let the imperial martial examination specially permit Su Qingyan to participate, breaking all rules. If you can win by your own skill, the court will make an exception to allow a woman to be titled a marquis and go to the front lines to defend the borders. Your subject will certainly not fail your highness's expectations, nor the mountains and rivers of my home and country. After the petition in the Great Hall, the crown prince entered the palace overnight to seek an audience with the emperor. He reported the full sequence of events, from beginning to end. He detailed the past grievances of the Su family and the wrongdoings of everyone involved. The emperor immediately issued an imperial decree to settle the accounts of right and wrong.
His Majesty has issued a decree.
Su Qingyan is credited for her service in saving the imperial carriage. Her loyalty and courage are unparalleled. All crimes and past involvements of the Su family are hereby pardoned. Shen Wanru, you have failed in your duties as the mistress of the household. You were blinded by bias. You repeatedly mistreated the daughter of the first wife, and you condoned outsiders in their schemes. Considering you have not committed heinous atrocities, your corporal punishment is waived. You are to leave immediately for the suburban villa to reflect on your life in solitude. You shall never interfere with family affairs or state politics for the rest of your life. This subject wife receives the decree. Su Jinghen, you failed to distinguish right from wrong. You aided the wicked in bullying your own kin. Your official status is hereby stripped immediately. You are to be exiled 3,000 miles away. You are forbidden from returning to the capital for the rest of your life. Why should she, Su Qingyan, be so petty and calculative? Why am I the only one being punished? Insolent, you cannot distinguish between public and private matters. You aid the wicked and defy the law. You deserve this fate, take him away. The Lu family's manor is found guilty on all counts. The mastermind, Lin Wanru, is thrown into the imperial prison. All her reliance and schemes have come to nothing. Nothing remains but her deep, overwhelming resentment. Inside the prison, Lin Wanru sits in her prisoner's robes. Her hair is disheveled. Her eyes are filled with madness and bitter spite. Taking advantage of a moment of guard negligence, she secretly bribed someone to send out a plea for help. The message was delivered into the hands of Lu Wenjin. Young Master Lu, Lady Lin says, the feelings of the past are not false. She begs you to find a way to save her life. Feelings? She played me for a fool for several months. She used me and schemed against me. Now that disaster has struck her, why should I save her? Keep dreaming. With her plea rejected, the last shred of hope for Lin Wanru was utterly shattered. Deep-seated hatred began to fester. A few days later, Lu Wenjin, implicated in an old case, was being escorted past the prison. Lin Wanru, unable to suppress her fury, lashed out with a sharp porcelain shard in her hand. She slashed viciously across Lu Wenjin's face. You mad woman, have you lost your mind? It was you who betrayed me. You clearly promised me back then. You said you would marry me. You said you would protect my glory for a lifetime. Everything is your fault. You owe me. That is the fate you schemed for yourself. Why should you blame it on me? Everyone, stop. Lin Wanru for framing officials, maliciously harming others, and causing trouble in the prison. Her crimes are compounded. She is to be executed immediately. Lu Wenjin, for your moral corruption and condoning chaos, you're to be imprisoned for life. You shall never leave the dungeon. 3 months passed in the blink of an eye. The military examination commenced as scheduled. The drill ground was filled with swirling yellow dust. The banners fluttered violently. The officials sat high upon the platform. Countless martial artists competed on the same stage. The sounds of battle roared. Is there anyone left? Continue the competition on the imperial stage. It's the daughter of the Su family. A woman wants to take the military examination? How absurd. This is a place of slaughter, not a place. Is this a place for women to play games? In my opinion, she won't last a second before getting kicked out. You, a woman, why aren't you home washing clothes and raising children? What are you doing here? Enough talk. Do you act so spinelessly on the battlefield too?
Ah.
The entire field fell into a momentary silence, followed by a roar of shock from the entire hall. Divine strength, truly peerless, divine strength. Such valor and courage far surpass all the men present. She is the undisputed first place. The top scholar of the Golden Branch military examination is Su Qingyan. She is appointed as the military top scholar. A legend was born from the military examination. Su Qingyan took the top spot with absolute strength. The imperial court broke precedent, allowing a woman to hold military command. Months later, the emperor climbed the city tower to hold the official appointment ceremony. The emperor ascends the tower. The officials line up. The imperial decree hangs high. Since ancient times, military success belonged only to men. Today, a heroine has defined the future. Su Qingyan, you have broken a century of shackles. You have bravely won the military crown. My heart is deeply gratified. This subject does not seek empty titles. I only ask to don my armor and guard the border, to protect my homeland, and protect my people. Good. I grant you permission to build your own volunteer army. Both men and women may join the camp. Appoint only those with merit. Starting today, I name you the General of the Long March. I accept the decree. I will not betray the trust of His Majesty, nor will I betray the vastness of this land. General, how shall the rules of the new army be established? In our army, there is no boundary between men and women. No distinction between weak and strong. Men can defend the logistics. Women can lead the vanguard. On the battlefield, we speak only of ability, not gender. We obey the general's command. Su Qingyan led the changing army with her heroic spirit to guard the vast expanses of the land. For the next 10 years, when the Woko pirates invaded, Su Qingyan led the naval forces south to pacify them. When bandits caused chaos, she led her troops deep into the mountains to clear them out. When the border was in urgent distress, she stood covered in frost to guard the gates of the nation. A woman commanding 3 armies? This has never happened since ancient times. It may disrupt the structure of the state. The structure of the state exists to ensure peace for the world. Su Qingyan has secured peace across the 4 seas. The people live without worry. That is the best structure of all. From then on, no one in the court dared to criticize her again. The woman who was once trapped in the inner courtyard, the tragic heroine once bound by toxic love and grudges, has completely died. There is no longer a Miss Su tangled in domestic affairs. There is only the protector of the land, a heroine safeguarding the nation with her own strength. The legendary general of the long tassels, whose name will live in history.